Yo, welcome to episode 18 of Q&A. We got a big episode today right after the NBA trade deadline. Q's back. We're back
Let's
to
go.
regular scheduled programming.
Yeah,
What's up,
baby.
man?
What are you saying, guy?
Bro,
What
it's
are,
been a
what are you
hectic.
saying?
What's that?
What are you saying, bro? It's weird because we catch up during these pods. Like
Yo,
it's not
facts.
even like a pod. It's like we're just catching up and talking shit.
Trust, before the pod, I try not to talk to you just in case we get it going. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I know.
And it's not filmed.
Bro, it's so weird because I'm talking to like the camera, but I'm talking to you. But it's fucking weird. I gotta get used to this, bro. This is how pros do it.
You gotta
Oh,
you gotta just figure out the setup, bro.
it's fucking weird, man.
Maybe by
How do
episode
people
20.
just talk to a camera? Like, I need to know how creators just talk to a camera. Like,
I
how?
have the monitor behind the camera, so I see you.
Yeah, I don't see you. I hear you, though.
All
It's
right.
fucking weird.
That's
But I
a
know
joke.
your reactions, I've known you
Yeah,
long enough.
All right, blessed. So, Bears happened. So obviously,
Yeah.
let's just hit with today's stuff, the NBA trade deadline. Then we'll just hit Super Bowl for the weekend.
Cool. Let's do that. There's actually a lot we could talk about. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
go for a fucking ever these days.
What was your favorite trade today, or not favorite? What do you think was the most impactful?
Okay, the most obvious one is Gordon Hayward, but I think the most impactful one might be Buddy Hield to the Sixers. Like,
Really?
I think Buddy Hield's a huge pickup for them, man. I don't think he was fitting in Indiana at all. When I saw that, I was like, oh, damn, that's a good pickup for them. That's a really good pickup for them. They need a shooter that's a dead-eye shooter that can space the floor for them. Pat Bev was getting too many minutes as a guy that just plays defense and can't really shoot that well. They need a guy that could shoot very well. That's a high 40% three-point shooter. Not as good as a defender as a Pat Bev, not as impactful as a defender. Maybe you can argue not as good as a locker room leader, but I think that all that shit is overrated, to be honest.
I think
Buddy Hield's a fucking dead-on shooter. He's going to space the floor for Embiid when he's back, and God knows if he comes back. But they need another shooter, and I think it's going to help them a lot.
It looks like they're kind of doing the 2009 Magic kind of team now, right? You got your big MVP player, then Embiid, and you surround him with 3-point shooters, trying to go for that finals chip. But I think the thing you mentioned was, I think Patrick Beverley is the biggest trade of the day. Because, bro, I don't know what the fuck is wrong in Milwaukee, but to me, I don't think it's a talent thing. I think it's a mental thing. I think it's like they need that dog who's going to stir them up. And like Giannis and him have been talking for 3 years, apparently, about playing together. So, like, they need that guy who's going to replace Drew Holiday from a defensive aspect because Dame's getting cooked.
He is not Drew Holiday, though. That is disrespect to Drew Holiday's skills.
No. But, like,
as a defender, I know obviously we're not talking offense. We're talking defense. As a defender, Drew Holiday can guard anyone almost. And he's little. Like, he's not a big dude, but he can guard anyone. I don't think Pat Bev can guard anyone. Pat Bev thinks he can guard everyone.
Yeah, exactly. But he's the guy who's going to, because they got good players. They got Brook Lopez. They got Giannis. These are defensive-minded players. Right? I don't know why they're playing like shit so far.
I mean, they're still fucking almost first in the East. Like, why is everyone tripping so hard? When it comes down in the playoffs, who's going to really stop Giannis? Who's really going to stop Dame?
Boston.
Bro, they're going to meet each other in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then it's the best mano. Who may the best man win. I don't think Boston is gonna dominate them. Like, who's stopping Giannis on Boston? KP?
No one.
Get the fuck out of here.
Of course not. But you got weapons, bro. But I think this. Me and you've been saying this all year. The NBA season doesn't start for these veteran teams till after the All-Star break, and now we're here. We're fucking here. And
firstly, they have fucking Doc Rivers. Did we forget about that? They're losing in the first. They might lose in the first round.
Yeah.
No, they might lose in the first round, bro. Doc Rivers is going to make an excuse. I didn't have a chance. I came in midway, and I wasn't ready, and I wasn't prepared. I get paid $4 million to lose in this fucking second round over and over again.
Yeah, it's rough. No one got hyped about that firing. They were like, okay, they got a new coach. It's like, oh wait, it's Doc Rivers. It's just like crickets,
bro. Doc. At this point, do we even need to talk about this? Doc Rivers is not the reason they're going to win. Is not the reason they're going to lose. It was just I don't understand putting him as if he's going to be their saving grace. What team did he save? When? He took a super talented Boston team that was fucking stacked. That was okay. They were at the end of their prime, but let's talk about the fact that they were still in their prime for that 1-2 years that they went to the finals. You took KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen to the finals. Wow. Great job.
This team's good too. You know what I
This
mean?
team is
Yeah.
fucking good, but he's not gonna take them over the hill. I don't think he's gonna be the reason they win. They fucking won with Mike Budenholzer as a coach. They
Yeah.
could have went to the finals with Adrian Griffin as the coach. And I don't think you should give any sort of credit to Doc Rivers if they go to the finals or even if they
No,
win.
no. Zero credit. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis is the man. Giannis is 100% that team. Like I know you give coaches credit when it's deserved. Bill Belichick, Pop, Phil Jackson. You have to give them credit. If Doc Rivers takes this team to the finals, I'm giving him no credit. I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't. Why would I give this dude credit? It's going to be Giannis dominating, dropping a 60 piece, a 70 piece. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be any X's and O's that Doc Rivers draws up. I don't think it's going to be any player management, any miraculous player management and respect they're all going to suddenly give him that they didn't give Adrian Griffin. I don't think it's any of that, man. I don't think Doc Rivers is going to push the right buttons, or he's just going to be along for the ride. Honestly, that's what he is this year. He's just going to be along for the ride.
Yeah, I think they needed a guy who wasn't going to get in the way because they obviously didn't respect Adrian Griffin. But I think if they win, it saves Doc's legacy more than anyone else's.
No, they're not going to win though. I know the Bucks are winning a championship. I don't think Bucks are winning a
They're
championship.
contenders. Easy.
There are for sure
Yeah.
contenders. I just don't think they're going to win. And if they do win, I'm telling you, it's not even going to be. You forget Giannis. They have fucking Dame Lillard.
Yeah,
They have a hungry ass Dame Lillard there. Dame Lillard wants to win so fucking bad. And I want Dame Lillard to win. Every NBA fan wants Dame Lillard to win. Every Portland fan wants Dame Lillard to win. Anybody on earth who loves basketball truly wants Dame Lillard to win. Like we all want it. He's the good guy. He's stuck with one team for 12, 13 years, however long it was. Let the guy get his ring. I want him to win it. And I'm not going to give a single bit of credit to Doc Rivers for that. I just won't. I don't see him pressing any of the big buttons, any miraculous sets that he's gonna drop. They're gonna shut them down like Dwayne Casey with the Mavs and Heat, where he drew up the zone defense. Doc Rivers is not doing any of that. It's gonna be Giannis and Dame doing everything, and other guys. Like
I never
on.
realized this, but the parallel to the KG trade, where KG was loyal in Minnesota, then got traded to Boston, is kind of like the Dame storyline now, and they got Doc again. This could be like foreshadowing.
I don't know, man. But history does repeat itself in sports. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Little things you see all the time, like those little coincidences. You're like, whoa, we live in a fucking matrix.
That'd be crazy. Okay, let's hit OKC because you're pretty amped with the OKC trade, and I think we were saying too, like this young team just needed a vet, bro, just like a vet to off the bench, not fuck up the starting lineup, not fuck up the chemistry, just kind of get them through the playoffs. Some guy who's been there too. Gordon Hayward's the perfect guy for this.
Perfect, man. Perfect pickup. They gave up Bertans, a good player, but they didn't give up anything big. They're getting back a guy that's a vet. Clearly has zero ego. You know why? Because he's been dealing with the immature nature of the Charlotte Hornets. Those dudes just want to bag Instagram broads and make millions, and I respect it. But at the same time, you're not gonna win games if that's your mentality. So I'm really happy for Gordon Hayward that he gets to go out of Charlotte. I hope he gets to go to OKC, where a team that's going to be number one in the West. He gets to go back to the Western Conference. I think he's going to do an amazing job for them because he's not a ball dominant guy. He can get you a bucket from a jumper. He can get you a bucket from a pull up. He can get you some post buckets, some slashing buckets. Gordon Hayward's just a good scorer, a good player, a good defender, a good team guy. Zero ego. He's not a dickhead. He's going to come in and try to fit in, not stand out. And I think that's going to be perfect for them. And he's going to be a leader. He's been through a lot of shit, man. He went to the NCAA championship with Butler. He went through that terrible, what was it? His foot or his ankle? Fucked up injury, where he fractured himself. The dude's been through ups and downs. He's been traded and let go and signed. He's a true vet. And I think it's perfect. I'm like, wow, they found the perfect guy. I couldn't think of the guy. But then, you think of these GMs, sometimes you're like, they're fucking smart, man. That's a really smart pickup. You got to respect.
They give up nothing
for OKC.
To give up nothing for that kind of veteran presence is just easy. Like Bertans wasn't helping them the way he should have been, right? So at the end of the day, you lost nothing.
It's not a big deal. And for Sam Presti, bro,
he's a Spurs kind of GM, he's
perfect team, perfect pickup. The thing is he gonna take PT away from some of the other guys like Lou Dort?
No, I don't.
Jalen Williams.
I don't think so.
If he takes away from those guys, but at the same time, I think they're going to accept him, bro. Whether it's going to be him as coming off the bench as the sixth man, or he steps in for Lou Dort. Lou Dort becomes the sixth man. We don't know. Like I don't know what OKC's coach is going to do, but I'm sure he's happy. He knows like he's got a guy that's that has zero ego, a guy that wants to win. That's like the
Yeah.
most important thing is you get a guy that you know is hungry to win.
He's
He
got
went
to
to
come off the
Boston.
bench, though.
It
He
didn't
has to
work
come
out
off
for
the
him.
bench. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to be willing to do it, and
He
he'll
knows.
get you 16 off the bench, easy money,
Yeah,
easy money.
He'll win him a playoff game. You know what I mean? Like there'll be
Yeah,
a time where that trade's like, okay, yeah, good thing we made that trade. It'll be
yeah.
very
Bertans was
obvious
going to
to
win them a
everyone.
playoff game, and they needed a vet, bro. They just needed a vet, and I know they knew they needed a vet. It's not like it's rocket science. It's just which vet you get come in that fits our system.
Yeah,
They got one, man. It's good for
Great
them.
trade.
I'm happy for OKC. I fucking hope OKC makes the finals. Honestly, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't like any of the West teams. Like all the guys we not grew up, but the guys we watched, like KD's done, the Lakers ain't looking
I
like
don't know
they're
about
hot.
KD being
The
done.
Warriors,
Let's
fuck
relax.
KD. Nah, KD's
Like I
done.
said, KD's done.
No, they're
You
not.
can't
Like
be saying these comments.
OKC, I've been saying these comments, bro.
You can't just say KD's done. He's not done,
He's
bro.
been done. Bro,
KD's not done.
I've been calling shit left and right that's coming true on this pod. We got bare evidence.
KD's not done. What are you talking about?
He's been done, bro.
He's literally starting on Saturday
Trash ass.
or Sunday. KD's not done. KD is in his prime still.
No.
Is he like as athletic as he used to be? No, but he's just as skilled, if not more.
He's washed, bro.
He's not washed, bro.
Fuck that team,
Phoenix
bro.
is on a huge run right now. They're gonna end up being like top 4 by the end of the season.
I'm so afraid. They're so trash. I
wouldn't be saying that. Just
like
we said that about the Clippers. That was a big
also trash. Until I see Kawhi is the only thing that can carry them in the playoffs. If he doesn't come through or he gets injured, like all these guys are getting injured.
Kawhi is a low-key MVP candidate, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. He's a GOAT, bro. Kawhi is just a GOAT. He's carrying these bums through the Western Conference. I can't believe it.
I don't think it's just. Firstly, that is just so much nonsense.
PG's not a bum.
Admit when we're wrong.
PG's not a bum. We're not wrong.
We are very wrong.
No.
We did not expect that they were playoff guys. Anybody that expected the Clippers to be first in the West is a liar.
They're like 5th.
They're first now.
Shut up, they're first.
This guy, man.
There's no way they're first.
You can't put this out, and then people are gonna think like you guys are fucking casual. Clippers are first, bro. Look, I don't even.
No, they're not. They're fucking 4th. You lying piece of shit.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro.
Am I tripping?
You're tripping.
They're literally 4th. There's a 3-way tie for first, though.
Okay, man. Look at this record. They're half a game from first.
So they're 4th. Okay, so they're 4th.
They were first yesterday. And then I guess
today.
Somebody got to win. Okay. Let's be clear here for the viewers know. The number 1 record in the West is 35-16. The Clippers record is 34-16. Thus making them 1 game away from being
They're not better than the Thunder, the Nuggets, or the Wolves. I don't think they're better than the Suns.
They are literally better, and let me tell you why. They just went on a crazy run the last 2 months. Remember when they first got James Harden and they were losing?
You're right.
They've been on, so clearly they're the best team.
Don't overreact, bro. Don't overreact.
We can't overreact. The results. These are the results. I don't even like the Clippers, but we can't hate on them. They're
outside of Kawhi. That team's just like I don't really fuck with that team in the playoffs. They're great on paper.
They're great on court right now, not just on paper.
They've always been great on court in the regular season. That's the Clippers.
They always get hurt. Kawhi got hurt. He tore his ACL the 1 year.
Plenty of time left. Unfortunately, knock on wood.
I don't want them to get hurt. That would just be sad.
Yeah.
I want to see this team perform in the playoffs and see what happens. Like I really, really do. I don't think Kawhi's actually going to win MVP, but I think it's come to a point where we have to seriously consider it. Like it can't just be Jokic and Shea. Like it just can't.
Because Jokic, Shea,
if the Clippers keep winning, right, and they end up actually first, which I actually think they will, based on if you take in the last 3 months, they're going to end up first by a mile at this point. They're never going to lose. They're on just crazy win streaks. They're going to lose like 6 more games the rest of the way.
No,
dude, like that. How do you not give Kawhi MVP? And he's putting up 50 and 50%, 50 and 50, not 50-40, 50 and 50%. You got to give Kawhi MVP, bro. Like I like Shea is my MVP pick right now.
A guy with James Harden, Westbrook, and Paul George deserves MVP? I don't think so.
What? Why not?
No.
It makes perfect sense.
Why not Giannis? Why not Jokic? Why not Shea? Why not?
Let me tell you why. Because no one expects this.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is seriously
second in the
run. There's a lot of guys making runs for it. I'm just saying Kawhi is an undoubted person making the run now. He should be in the top 3 now because Joel's out. So that puts Jokic, Shea, Kawhi, Giannis, Tatum. Like you got those guys, and you have to pick one of them. As of this moment, I'm picking Shea. I'm
Yeah.
saying in 3 months, if they keep this run up, right? In 3 more months, if they keep the same run, I'm putting Kawhi. Because I'm like, yo, winning
If
is
they're
all that
first,
matters at the end of the day. Winning is the number one
you
thing.
have to be top 3 in my opinion, but I agree. I like, obviously we love Kawhi. He's the fucking savior of Toronto.
I don't love him anymore.
Really? I still love
Still
him. I just feel a little hurt, like, but I get it. It's San Diego. Like, you're not staying here.
It's not San Diego, firstly. San Diego's a few hours away.
No, that's where he's from. Like, he's from, you
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
like
He's
saying
going
I'll
home.
play in Hamilton if I played for the Raptors. Like,
Yeah, people live in Burlington. Like, it's whatever.
2 hours. Not even Hamilton. That's ridiculous. That's like playing for London, right?
um,
Like,
the other big trade, if we just go back to trades, New York made a nice trade.
New York made a nice fucking trade.
Massive. Bogdanovich and Burks I feel like they threw Bogdanovich just in after Burks. I'm like, he's probably the better player in this trade.
No, he is the better player.
Yeah, like, well, why was he the afterthought? I don't really understand.
No, I think it was Pistons are just doing him a favor. Firstly, they probably could have got more, but I think they wanted to put him in a good situation. Bogdanovich is loyal as fuck to them. To be playing for that shitty ass team and not be demanding a trade every year is ridiculous. Like,
he's getting paid.
Yeah, if I'm Bogdanovich, I'm really happy. Another fucking great pickup, man. Knicks are cooking right now. OG was a really good pickup for them. Bogdanovich is a really good pickup. Now you got Julius Randle's got all the space inside to work with. My God, like he's gonna have and shooters can't double him inside now because you got killer shooters. You got literally the best corner shooter in the world in OG. You got Bogdanovich who's a deadly sniper. You got Brunson who's just a fucking deadly sniper. Bro, that is a nice core that you can build with. I hate the fucking Knicks, but man, they're doing good. So
they're still a second round exit.
Shout out to you, bro.
They're a harder second round exit now than they were last week, but they're still a second round exit.
Well, because the top two in the East are stacked, right? So
yeah,
I don't see them beating Milwaukee or Boston, but you never know, man. When you when you get hot in the playoffs, all you need is that one big Game 7 performance. And you could be like Atlanta Hawks in a few years back when they made the Eastern Conference Finals. You just don't know. You never know, right? So
yeah.
I'm not going to discredit, but I'm actually happy for the fans of the Knicks, even though I fucking hate them, because I feel like as a Maple Leafs fan, as somebody who as a Man United fan, I understand your suffering. So in that sense, I'm happy for you because at least your team doesn't look like a bunch of morons running the show anymore.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk a lot of shit when they lose in the second round. That's just...
Oh, absolutely. Because fuck the Knicks.
It's so obvious it's going to happen, in my opinion, unless Brunson just goes fucking ham.
He's been going ham.
Yo, no one's talking about Cleveland. And beginning of the year when we did our top 3 teams, I said Cleveland. And
15-game win streak, right?
Bro, they're fucking killing it. I think they lost one in between, but basically, like, they're 15-1 or something. Like,
it's crazy.
It's insane, and no one's saying a word about them. No one's really talking about Boston either. Like, there's just quiet teams in the East.
Does anybody like to visit Cleveland?
No,
has everyone said, I want to go to Cleveland for vacation? I can't wait to go to Cleveland on vacation. Has anyone ever said those words? No one's ever said those words. Let's go to Cleveland for vacation.
That's true.
No one gives a fuck about Cleveland, bro. I'm sorry.
But their team is nice. Their team is nice, yeah.
Yeah, good fucking team.
They built it nice, too.
Yeah, they did, and I like them as well. They're like New York. They're gonna have to get a big Game 7 performance from D. Mitchell to make the finals or make the Eastern Conference Finals. He's gonna have to show that I'm a fucking GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's his I'm him moment. Is he gonna have it? History says probably not. I ain't gonna lie. So
you think so? Because when he went head to head with Booker, or when he was in Utah in general, he was cooking in the playoffs. He was averaging like 40.
Yo, is that going to be the I'm him moment, bro? Is the moment I'm saying where Donovan Mitchell for a series tells Giannis I'm better than you. There's not a chance.
Not Giannis.
Yeah, but that's going to have to be Giannis or Boston, right? I gotta turn off this fucking heater I got going. He's either gonna have to dominate Giannis. He has to. That's his I'm him moment. Let me dominate Giannis, and then I become him, and then people start going crazy about Mitchell. That's what he's going to have to do. And it's like, as a fan, you don't know if it's going to happen. That's his legacy. If he can prove that, dude, he becomes like, he goes from that tier 2 superstar to that tier 1 superstar.
I
But
agree.
is he going to have it? I mean, I don't fucking know. We're not future tellers. I could see him having it though. I just to do it to Giannis is like, I don't know, bro. Giannis is coming out hungry this year. I'll tell you that. When the playoffs start, him
Yeah,
and Dame,
it's chip or bust. Like this, they went all in on this team, so like
yeah,
you have to win, which
and
is
Dame,
crazy.
like you're gonna beat Dame. Dame is so hungry. Dame is coasting right now. It's very obvious to me. Like even though he has killer games and he'll make killer shots, he's still coasting. This is him coasting. Like that's how
I
great
think
of a player he
I
is.
think it's you're right coasting, but I also think it's like they're I don't know why they're having such a hard time figuring it out. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand where he fits yet.
Yeah,
I think the coach has something to do
and they're
with it.
still
Obviously,
first or second.
they're
Who gives a
third
fuck?
now, but yeah, they're like on the precipice.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Um, they're amazing even with no chemistry, but like now is this is when we said the NBA season starts, so we'll see in the next coming weeks who they are. Because if you're still playing like this to start the playoffs, they could lose.
I don't think they offensively they figured it out. I think, but I just think they is times where if you watch them play, they kind of hesitate of who's going to take that lead, like who's going to take the fucking throw, you know, like who's going to be gunning for that throw in that moment at the end of the game. And there's times during the game you see that hesitancy is like, do I defer? Do I not defer? Do I go to Giannis? Do we go to Giannis? Do we go to me? And I think they'll figure it out. Honestly, I think in the playoffs, both those guys are reasonable guys that are
Yeah,
going to figure it out. You got two killers, and they're going to know I need you to win, and you need me to win. So let's
yeah,
fucking go.
agreed. Do you still want to do any of the other trades, or do you want to hit Super Bowl? Because like the other trades are like whatever, not that
And
big of a deal.
I mean, we could talk about the Raptors.
Yeah,
Raptors are just
quick,
rebuilding. I
quick
think
one.
we called Dennis Schroeder's going to be gone.
Yeah, that was obvious.
But why didn't he go to a contender? I don't understand. What
Where'd he go?
Masai?
He went to the Nets, right?
What are we doing? Like, why did you put him on the Nets? They're not contenders. Like, you're just wasting his career.
Dinwiddie's expiring contract, I think. So I think that's why they just wanted
Yeah, I
money
get it
off
from the
the book.
Raptors'
Yeah.
perspective, but why did they send him to the fucking Nets?
No, they don't owe him anything.
That's
Whatever.
ridiculous, bro.
I don't know. I didn't like the Olynyk trade. I didn't like giving up a first for it. I guess the draft is weak as fuck, and that's why Masai's giving it up. I think we have two firsts. We have someone else's first.
I mean, I think Kelly looks like really good fucking hooper, bro. He can shoot. He can do
First,
everything. He's a big.
first picks, bro. I don't know. When you're rebuilding, you don't really need them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we don't need Kelly Olynyk. I like him as we have all these good complementary pieces. We have
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
plethora of them now. Now it's just weird. I have no clue what the living fuck Masai is doing. I'm
Going
sorry, I
young.
just
Just
don't.
going young.
Going young with a bunch of good NBA players that aren't really high upside. Like Kelly Olynyk's a really good NBA player, but he's not a high upside guy. Like we know what he is. Bruce Brown, like
He's
not a
leaving.
high upside guy.
He's
Really,
trading.
really, really good role player.
Yeah.
What do
He
we
won't
like?
stay
We
with
keep
us.
getting these guys. I don't like Spencer Dinwiddie. Same thing. Like, what are they gonna do for us? Like are we? I know we're already tanking, dude. We're already losing. Like, are we just making trades just to make trades?
I think so. I think maybe something will work out. The other reason I don't like the Olynyk trade, I mentioned this when we got Barrett. It's like, are we just going to collect Canadians? I don't want to be the team that collects Canadians, bro.
I don't think we're just collecting Canadians, bro. RJ Barrett at least has super high upside, and he's been playing great for us.
Agreed. But we had Corey Joseph at one point. We had Olynyk. Masai's trying to grab guys to like maybe I can revive them because they're home. I don't know. I don't really fuck with this strategy.
I don't think that's a strip. He's not that dumb, bro. That would be a very dumb
A lot
strategy.
of Canadians are playing for us, bro. I don't know. You think it's a coincidence?
Yeah, just a coincidence, honestly. RJ's high upside. I completely understand why we got RJ. IQ's high upside. I completely understand why we got IQ. I don't understand why we got Kelly, even though I like him. I don't understand why we got Bruce Brown, even though I like him. I don't understand why we got Spencer Dinwiddie, even though I kind of like him too. All these guys are good players that every team and any contender would want. I'd want them if I'm a contender. Like all these guys, literally, they're good pickups. They can score, they can defend, they could hit the open jump shot. They could do all these things. But we're gonna finish. And we're gonna be finishing like third, fourth, last in the East, maybe in the whole NBA. Like we're barely getting wins against crappy teams these days. I don't understand. Like I'd rather just keep tanking. We're losing, just fucking keep tanking. At this point, I don't understand what's the point of collecting these weird assets if you're not going to move them. I really thought that when we picked up Dinwiddie, like we pick him up and then we trade him right away.
Yeah,
type of thing,
exactly.
Like
He's a good player.
Yeah, move him to a third team and then we get more assets. And then same thing with Kelly, to be honest. I really thought that. And then when I saw it give it up first round pick, I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just.
that's where it lost me. Why would you give a pick for him? But like these players, if they went all threes went to the Lakers, everyone would be amped. Like, oh, this team's amazing now,
Yeah,
right?
good because they're good players.
Yeah, you're giving up picks for them, or at least for Olynyk. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get
It could be a favor move, which is something that is not like obviously ever going to be publicized. Like Masai or Bobby Webster are doing a favor for somebody for something or returning the favor. There's a lot of back scratching in the NBA. Like I do a favor for you, you do a favor for me later. It happens all the time. It's the political game of the NBA. Like I'll give your guy extra money now. Later on, you help me get this guy less contract, save money on this guy, or
I hope so.
I give you an extra pick. You bring something back to me, and if I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's a business at the end of the day, and they can never prove like it's not legal to do that, right? So I think that's what a lot of these moves are. Because you'll notice sometimes if you ever think about all the moves that happen and all the hundreds and thousands of moves that happen in the last 20, 30 years, a lot of them are random.
Yeah.
A lot of them you're like, that doesn't make sense.
The Beal one, I actually couldn't believe. When they got Bradley Beal for nothing, I'm like, something's up.
Yeah, it's a favor move. It's like, I'll do a favor for you, you do a favor for me. And later on, it's like the best thing that someone can owe you in life is a favor. It's they can't say no to you. If someone owes you a favor, an Italian guy told me that once. He's like, the best thing in
wisdom, eh? Just dropping wisdom on the pod.
Yeah, it's like the best thing that anyone can owe you in life is a favor. I'm like, that's a dark way to look at it. But it's true. He's like, you help me, I help you. And I was like, oh, whatever you want, Chico, whatever you want. You're gonna fuck me up. I'll help you, bro. We don't, there's no need of favors here, bro. You want me to? I'll do anything. Just don't ask me to suck your dick.
That's funny. Okay, yeah. So that's basically the NBA trade deadline. I think we got everything, unless something came in after 3. We started the pod at 3, so who knows?
Let me check my phone.
I didn't get a Woj bomb or anything, so I think we're okay.
Yeah,
Dave Dinwiddie though. So as we were speaking.
Oh, Grant Williams leaving Dallas. I was really surprised by that. They just signed him.
Great trade.
I like Grant Williams. I was kind of surprised.
I know you were high on him, but he didn't come through the way he played on Boston.
Yeah,
that's
he
what we were
expecting. But they really didn't give him a shot. They said, you're not worth it. Fuck off.
They're trying to win now. I think I don't know. It kind of looks like they're trying to win now.
Who, Dallas?
Yeah,
of course they're trying to win now. The fuck?
No, but there's some obvious moves like, oh, this is a win now move. This one, I don't know. This didn't really feel like a win now move, but the team looks to be in win now mode.
It's we're trusting the scout that's telling us that PJ Washington can fulfill that third scorer role, 3-and-D, catch and shoot, score, just a third scorer for them. I think they're hoping that PJ Washington becomes that third scorer. I don't know if he will, honestly. I was hoping Grant Williams would be that perfect 3-and-D for them, but
he hit his wife. Was that him or is that Miles Bridges?
No, he's the one that Brittany Griner or whatever her name is, right?
The
What's
lesbian?
her name? No, man, the one that was on Shannon.
The baby mama one.
Yeah, what's her name?
It's not Brittany Griner, but I know what you're talking about.
No, Brittany Griner. No, I know. It's similar. Yeah. Brittany Reiner. Brittany Reiner.
Maybe. Oh, okay, interesting.
Is it Brittany something? The girl that has like 40,000 kills.
Yeah, the one going through NBA players.
Yeah, that's PJ Washington's baby mama.
Oh, nice. I actually saw a funny tweet today about the Raptors trade with Dinwiddie for Schroeder. And so it was just like, imagine making 2 men uproot their whole lives for such an insignificant trade. I'm like, yo, that's a fact.
That's fact, man.
They just like, fuck them.
You got to go to your wife, be like, yo, we're moving. She's like, okay, where? LA? You're like,
Toronto?
Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, same thing. Yeah, same concept. Where are we going? We're finally going to LA? She's like, she's sick of the cold. Like, Toronto.
Bro.
Like, she's like, what the fuck? They don't actually move their entire life, though. I think they keep their kids here and their wife here.
It's still shitty, bro. Like, you're not with your fam then.
For 4 months. I'd sacrifice 4 months of my family time for millions of dollars.
I agree.
Yeah, like, the fuck? For Schroeder's getting paid like 12, 13 mil this year. I will gladly take that salary. I'll sacrifice 4 years of my family life.
Brooklyn's not that far either. They could drive over.
Shoot, what do you mean drive, bro? They're millionaires. They're taking private jets. This guy said drive. That's almost
They're
disrespect.
European, bro. No, they're savers.
They are not savers. Europeans fly so much. They take intercontinental, whatever the fuck they're called, the European flights that cost like $20. I've taken that shit. Ryanair,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that bullshit.
I love
They don't
Ryanair.
give a fuck about no damn environment. Schroeder's got his wife on that private jet, bro. He don't give a
Yeah,
damn.
there's no Ryanair here. So I'm saying
American Airlines.
we're getting fucked out here.
Air Canada, United Airlines. Oh, they're all bro. He's a millionaire. What's $600 to a millionaire? $1,000. Come on.
Oh, he puts her in economy, eh?
Business.
Imagine.
1,200. It's not gonna be more than $1,200. It's an hour and 10-minute flight.
It's light. It's hella light.
Yeah.
This is the main thing. The Super Bowl's coming up. Bro, I've
No
been
announcement for UFC 300 either. Dana, you fucking liar. Dana
no
White
announcement,
literally
right?
said 2 weeks ago that he was going to announce Bilal and Leon Edwards next week.
He
2 weeks
doesn't
ago.
want to. He doesn't want to.
Dude, they're not the main event. So why didn't you just tell us when they're fighting? I just wanted to know.
Bilal's in training. He's already in training camp. Yeah, yeah.
So I want to know when is Bilal fighting Leon? Like why don't we? I don't understand why we don't have these answers.
Bro, they
Sam's going to ask the next week. They're obviously not going to be the main event. They're not big enough names. They don't sell enough. So just say they're the co-main. Say like, get us excited.
I think he wanted Connor on it, but they're pushing Connor back even further. They got rid of the other date. They had July it was International Fight Week, whenever that is. They had Connor scheduled. Now it's not scheduled anymore. There's definitely some not USADA, but some drug stuff going on there with their new guy too.
Or Connor's just fucking off so much that they can't even get him to train.
Maybe.
He's like, yes, I'm ready, but he's not ready. And his coaches are like, yo, he's not ready. They're like standing behind Dana. You know, they're like,
yeah, he's gonna die.
Oh, he's not ready. And Connor's like, yes, he's on coke, just coked out, ready to go. His eyes are just wide as fuck. Like, but Connor's, bro, who knows? Connor wants to fight out first. Didn't he say 185?
Yeah, they're fighting at 185, which is fine. It's some nonsense. It's like a gimmick fight, you know. It's for the fans.
I'm gonna watch it, obviously, but I'm like, yo, this is why firstly, no one. I just want to say this should ever disrespect WWE. WWE basically has been doing all the shit that UFC's been doing for years.
Oh, the
I don't hear
storyline?
any public disrespect about WWE from any sports fans across the world. Never disrespect WWE.
No one hates WWE.
Everyone talks shit about WWE.
Really? I love WWE.
It's fake.
Logan Paul revived it.
Bitch. You take a fucking chop to the chest and tell me it's fake. It's just predetermined. It's not fake.
Watch Iron Claw?
Iron Claw? No, not yet.
You should watch it. You'd like it. I thought it was real wrestling when I went in. I found out it was fake wrestling. Like, this is still entertaining.
Yeah, no, I knew it was fake.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it, actually. That's yeah, it's actually a good movie too. Like good ratings. Zac Efron and all those guys.
Bro, I saw it at the Winston Churchill, the one near Oakville, that theater. What a dump theater. Holy fuck. It's
all foreigners?
No, not even the people. No. I walked in and the theater was like a high school drama class size. It was tiny. I couldn't believe it.
Which one? Winston and
I don't know, QW, like around there.
It's not that small. That was pretty big.
I went to because the Junction's the new one in Erin Mills.
Oh,
it's fucking lavish. It's like VIP, but regular seating is VIP. You can lie back your seats.
Yeah, the Junction one's brand new.
Yeah, I went to the Churchill one. I'm like, this is trash. What the fuck?
That one's old as fuck.
I paid the same price.
Yeah, it's same company.
I couldn't believe it.
What did you think was gonna happen? Yeah, that movie, like the Iron Claw, like that family's famous. Like I already know what happens to them.
Yeah, that's
they all kill themselves and stuff.
I had no idea. Yeah, spoiler alert.
I know that. Like going in, anyone who's a wrestling fan knows that.
I was watching, like, if one more fucking brother dies, I'm leaving this movie. They just fucking dark, drop like dominoes.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. One of them's still alive though.
Yeah, Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Sad, but... let's do Super Bowl. So, bro, we missed a lot of these playoffs, eh? Like 2 weeks we missed, but like this has been crazy.
Oh insane. Man, what a fucking! I'm so sad for the Lions, man. The Lions
that was tough.
Did not deserve to lose.
They did.
Dan Campbell is an amazing coach that I would ride for any day, but he made 2 really bad calls.
Yeah, he fucked him. He gambled.
Like, but they weren't. You didn't need to gamble. You didn't need it. You didn't need it.
To be fair,
I know what
got them there. So he wasn't going to abandon what got them.
It was like, this is what got us. But that's where intuition comes in.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's like, okay, that's what got us here, but we don't need this. We don't need to like we don't need we. I felt so bad for the Lions. I'm like, man, I'm sure the players were like hyped and like, yeah, let's do it, let's go for it. And you didn't need it. You didn't need to go for it. You
They're
got to
up by
feel for them
3.
because they were up. What were they up? 28-7.
It was a lot. It wasn't that. I don't think it was that
28-7.
much.
I think it was, dude. I think it was 28-7.
It was 2
And
touchdowns for sure.
it
I
was
don't know.
3. I think it was 3. And then
3
they,
sucked.
yeah, man, they blew it. So sad, man, because I really wanted the Lions to make it. I think that 49ers, like, they're the best talent team, like from week 1. They've been the
Top
most
to bottom,
talented team, yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of hitting stride. I still don't think they're like I still don't see them as elite. I almost think they're like relying on talent more so than like cohesion. I don't see them being the Chiefs, honestly. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't see them being the Chiefs, bro. Travis Kelce's gonna get a whole week off, week off to rest his body. That is fucking huge for these tight ends. Okay, he needs it. Travis Kelce needs it. This is probably his final run, so that extra week for him is huge. He's gonna come in fucking fresh, which is great. He's gonna get literally 2 full weeks off, relax his knees, relax his body, get as much treatment as absolutely possible. I think he's going to have a cracker game. I'm going to bet Travis Kelce as Super Bowl MVP.
And I can see that. I can see that. I
fuck the Niners too. I'm like, I
you
just
know,
don't want the Niners to
it's
win.
interesting. Me and you've never agreed on a playoff pick for in this Super Bowl, in this playoffs at least. But yeah, I agree with you. The Chiefs, I think they're winning this. They've been underdogs every round. I don't understand how they're still underdogs against San Francisco. And I was watching First Things First, and Nick writes like San Francisco in NFL history is like one of 3 teams to be favored in every game they've played this year.
Wow. Yeah. They're stacked, dude. They're fucking stacked.
But if you're going, you can't. If you're choosing Brock Purdy or you're choosing Patrick Mahomes, it just seems like an obvious choice to me.
Like it's not even for a quarterback play. I just think the Chiefs are just, to me, they seem like, I don't want to say the Niners aren't hungry. That's just dumb. I think the Chiefs have more to play for because Travis Kelce, I think it's his last ride. And I think when it's your last ride, you're like, I'm going to give it my every last inch I have in my body. And I think him and Pat Mahomes, that chemistry they have, that's the chemistry that Tom Brady and Randy Moss had. That's the chemistry that Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison had. That's the chemistry that all these GOATs have with that one player that you just built over time. Tom Brady and Randy Moss was like over 2 years, but Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, like guys that built it over 9-10 years. That's the chemistry that Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce have over the last 5 years. Like they are like in sync. The guy turns left, you know he's turning left. The guy turns right, you know he's turning right. Like they know they just click. They get that. They understand each other so well, and I think that can't be replicated. And I don't think Brock Purdy has that with anyone on his team. And I actually think he's a really good quarterback. I'm not hating on him. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think George Kittle's a really good
tight end. He's not MVP quarterback though. Like he's in the MVP discussion.
He could have been if he turned it up a little more. But yeah, he's not just yet.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that chemistry with his receivers that Pat Mahomes has with Travis Kelce, his best receiver. And I think that relationship alone is enough to carry them. Because the Super Bowl is not always a high-scoring game. Sometimes it's an ugly fucking game.
They haven't had one yet. The Chiefs haven't had a high-scoring Super Bowl yet.
Really?
So so if you think about it, they're probably not going to or Patrick Mahomes hasn't even had a good Super Bowl. He's actually played under his like averages in all these Super Bowls.
Super Bowls are a tough game, man. It could be, you know why? Because teams have 2 weeks to prep for you. So they know all the basically a lot of the offense you've been running. They know a lot of the defense you've been running. So it's like a very, very tight chess match. And it's just like in MMA and boxing and in high-level NBA games and high-level soccer games, a lot of times the games are really slow. Not always, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times the game's like slow paced because it's like a chess match. You're both thinking, okay, what he's doing, what's he going to do here? I know what set he runs here. I know what type of offense he likes to run there. And this type of formation, what formation are you going to run here on this down and that? And it's like it becomes so intricate and the details become so fine that I think what is that X thing that's going to take them over the top? And I think for me personally, I think the Chiefs have that X thing, that extra X factor that takes them over the top. And it's that chemistry over the last 5 years with your 2 best players, Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes. And
Yeah.
49ers are a better team, though. Even if the Chiefs win, 49ers are the better roster. That's a better way to put it, I
On
guess.
paper, yeah, they're definitely better.
They're
I don't
fucking
like
stacked.
the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a veteran team. I think I said this last week, where it's like their regular season does not dictate their team whatsoever. You just know with guys like who are Hall of Fame guys, they're just turning up in these playoffs, right? And like, their defense is woken up like it's been top tier. They've beaten the number one offenses. Their receivers are catching balls again. Travis Kelce's broken out of his Taylor Swift slump. And like,
He's
Patrick,
turning up.
yeah, I actually don't think he's going to retire because
turning up, bro.
he said he wants to ride it out as long as possible.
The Pfizer man.
Yeah. Yo, everyone's got to get vaxxed, bro, to play like Travis Kelce. There you go.
Pfizer Kelce.
Not like your boy Aaron Rodgers fucking out for the year because he couldn't get a
Pfizer Kelce sold his soul in multiple ways.
He's a king, bro.
Never forget it, people. Never forget it. Travis Kelce sold his soul to the devil. I will bet my life on it. No, I'm just kidding.
The devil pays, bro. The devil pays.
The devil pays.
This guy's living life. There you go.
The devil pays. But it is what it is. Look, this is the thing with me about Travis Kelce. I actually used to fucking love him.
Why don't you like him? I don't understand. Just because of this thing?
The Pfizer commercial, yeah.
Who cares, man?
Nah, bro. Don't promote that shit. I got vaccinated the first time. I'm not here to pretend like I didn't. I don't like getting money from companies that are pure scum of the earth. I don't think Pfizer's the right company. Even if I'm telling you now, if they offered this podcast $5 million, I wouldn't take it. I'd be like, "Yo, it's your money, bro. I ain't taking it."
I'm taking it.
Yeah, you take it. I ain't
put the
taking it.
logo on my little corner.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, "Yeah, I ain't selling my soul." I just wouldn't. I don't care. Like, I'm not selling my soul to a company whose values just are completely not aligned with mine in any way, shape, or form. And it's not just from the COVID vaccine. But then when I saw Travis Kelce do that, I'm like, come on, man. This guy will sell his soul for any dollar.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel
you don't think you will?
The issue is like that argument is there's just so many companies where you can make that kind of argument.
Not as bad as Pfizer's.
Yeah, there's definitely extent.
Could have done it. Could have done many other companies. Yeah. There's levels to how bad you can go.
Yeah. But like, you're not going to judge someone right now for taking a Starbucks sponsorship, for example. If for all the Middle East,
not necessarily. But Pfizer, like, to take that. Firstly, Travis Kelce, at a certain point, he's not. They're not. I know for a fact Pfizer isn't paying him like hundreds of millions. Obviously, at a certain level, hundreds of millions, bro, you'd be dumb not to take it. But if they give him like $1 million, what's $1 million to a guy that has like $100 million? Like, come on, bro, you don't need to sell your soul for that extra $1 million.
Maybe he believes in it. You know, it's different. Not everyone has the same view.
Yeah, I agree. I don't care about like I said, it's not about the vaccine. It's just about them as a company. Like, I know that company's scum. You dig into the company you're working with. That's all I'm asking for.
I see.
And I think he's just kind of dumb and didn't dig into it and just said, "Fuck, I'll get paid."
What do you think of the Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady comparisons that are coming up now?
Very valid. The fuck?
Valid, right? I agree.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people are pissed. They're like, don't compare him to Brady. I'm like, I don't know, man. The first 6 years seem pretty close.
Yeah, it might be even better. Like, Pat Mahomes is unbelievable, bro. We are so lucky to have Pat Mahomes, bro. Yeah. I don't love the Chiefs at all. Like, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I love watching them. You know, I'm just not a Chiefs fan, but they're so fun to watch. Pat Mahomes makes throws. Firstly, he's got a dad bod, so we should all be thankful.
That picture, bro, what the Coors Light belly, I couldn't believe it.
He's got a little chub. I always knew he had it, though. People were surprised. Like, you could see it. It doesn't change his athleticism because he's not actually fat, by the way, people. If you saw him in person, I bet he was more fit than like 98% of the world. And then two, if you watch the Netflix series, the quarterback one, you could tell you know what he does that's amazing, and it's something I maybe putting this publicly will force me to do this, is like working on your flexibility and your mobility. Not just for him, like not just for me, obviously I'm not playing sports anymore, but for like my future kids and future students or anyone that I teach in the future or coach. You got to work on your flexibility. Like, even if you're fat, like that flexibility plays a huge key. Because I could think about all the injuries I've had. I'm like, yo, a lot of them, if I was flexible, if I had that mobility, if I worked on that flexibility in those positions like he does, I don't think I'd get hurt. I would have got hurt because you just teach your joints to like handle stress in this position and that position.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, where a lot of people tear groins or tear ACLs or tear muscles. I'm like, man, he's his trainer's a genius for that. Because at the end of the day, being fat is like let's be real. Tom Brady didn't have a great body. A lot of great athletes don't have like a wow body. Pat Mahomes never, like, it's not about that. I don't think it's more so about your joint flexibility and mobility. And it's a really underrated thing, man. Like growing up, I wish I had that, honestly. Like
You
someone could teach me that. I'm like, oh, I wish I had somebody teaching me this.
It's funny because like remember when in the Baltimore game when he got he got sacked for the first time in the playoffs or something? The way he fell, you can just tell he stretched that position so often that he didn't get injured. Like, bro, that's an injury for like 80% of the other players.
Everyone else.
And I think his trainer released something after of him actually doing the stretch to show him falling that way. I'm like, yo, this is fucked.
He's used to this. Exactly. Yeah. And that's all your body is really, because once you get used to certain positions, your body's just like, yo, this is like, I'm good, bro. Like, we're good. I ain't tripping.
And Patrick Mahomes has been playing through injuries in his career, but I think last playoff run his ankle was fucked too. Like this guy's he's gonna keep getting better.
He always has like a nagging injury somewhere. And I think any physical sport, you have a nagging injury somewhere. But Pat Mahomes, man, he's tough as nails. We got to give him credit for everything. Pat Mahomes tough as nails.
I love him. Kermit the Frog, the best.
I'm him.
He's so jokes.
I'm here. We're here.
Imagine Kermit the Frog giving you your fucking pep talk in the huddle. You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but he's so nasty that doesn't matter. So he still gets you fired up. We're here.
He's insane.
What championship are you going for now? 3? That's crazy, bro. Championship number 3, right? He gets this?
3 in 6 years, bro. 4 Super Bowls in 5 years. Like, that's insane.
Football's in my opinion, football is the hardest sport to go back to back to back to back in. I don't care what anyone says.
3P?
Because the margins are so thin
in
football, and you're also 50% of the time you're relying on someone else that you have no control over. No control over. 50% of your win is from somebody that you're just sitting there going, great job, man. Nice run. Nice run. Yeah, go do your thing. And you are in absolute no control. So for a team to go back 3 times is fucking crazy. To go back, what, 4 AFCs? 5 AFCs?
6 in a row.
Fuck? What the fuck? We just have to appreciate greatness, man. Like, I'm like, yo, this is such fine margins. Any sport, anybody that's ever played sport, we can all attest to this. Like, the margins are so thin at a high level. Like, for a guy to do it 6 times in a row, we have to just sit and be like, yo, this is unbelievable, man. We should be thankful. It's like I'm always thankful when I watch Cristiano and Lionel Messi now. I'm like, man, I'm so thankful I got to watch these guys in their prime, because like they were so nasty. They dominated for so long. Pat Mahomes is like that. Like, we're so lucky. We're gonna get another 10 years.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Like, we should all be thankful. Like, don't talk shit, you know? I don't want to make my fame talking shit about Pat Mahomes. I don't want anybody else to be like a Skip Bayless, Pat Mahomes. You're just talking nonsense. Like, Pat Mahomes is a fucking goat. Like,
the thing with Pat, people hate the Chiefs, not because of Pat Mahomes, because of his wife, because of his brother, because of Taylor Swift now. It's like all the wrong reasons.
Just, you know what I mean? That's just, I don't even pay attention to that.
It's just noise. It's just random media noise.
Even as a fan, I don't pay attention to that. What fan's paying attention to his wife? And I don't care.
People hate the Chiefs. Like, hate the Chiefs.
His brother and stuff, right? They're like Skip Bayless comes out with a tweet. How will his dad affect? I'm like, bro, firstly, his dad's an MLB player. Okay. He already taught Pat so much about dealing with pressure and media and fans. Even though he's the distraction this time, you think Pat doesn't know this? Like, bro, y'all just tripping. I know what my dad's like. Like, it's nonsense. It's just trying to create narratives, right? That's what a media hype machine does, is let's create narratives. And I think that's a wrong way to go about journalism. Like, I'm not in it to create like narratives. Let's create a narrative about Pat Mahomes. Bro, you got to appreciate what he's doing is fucking insane. The way he reads his defenses is fucking insane.
That should be the narrative. That should be the narrative.
The throws he makes, like, I'm like, yo, how the fuck did he do that? How did his shoulder like sling back left under some dude down 60 yards?
Yeah, crazy.
Travis Kelce catches it. Mr. Pfizer goes in for the touchdown. Like, I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? Like, absolute GOAT, man. And I love watching Pat Mahomes. I'm a huge fan of him. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs just because, like, I'm just not. You know, I never grew up as a fan of the Chiefs. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. And Mr. Pfizer deterred me away from that bandwagon. But hey, Good luck to you guys on Sunday, man. I hope y'all win.
Thank you. I got a lot of money riding on this. I made a lot of money on the Chiefs, bro. Underdog every round. It's crazy.
I don't understand sometimes. Do these guys watch football that make these fucking
stupid, bro? Even now, like at this, I didn't think for the Super Bowl they'd be underdog. Because another thing with the 49ers, they were been down like every game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've come back and won every game. Like you're not coming back on Kansas City. The other thing that's fucked, Kansas City has scored on every opening drive. If they
Really?
get that early lead, you're not coming back on Kansas City.
Did they score in every open drive?
Bro, I saw something like it's like 7 straight games or something.
Wow. Yeah, bro. Their championship pedigree, man. Championship pedigree is unbeatable in any sport, but that specific team has got. Firstly, hold on. I just thinking of championship pedigree. My mind just started thinking about the Warriors.
Oh, Warriors.
Why didn't the Warriors make any trade?
They're washed. They can't move Clay. They can't move Draymond. I don't know why they moved Chris Paul. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Wait, before we switch, I had a question for you to wrap the pod.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs win, are they a dynasty?
Yes. They're already a dynasty, even if they lose.
Okay, so if they lose, it doesn't matter if they win or lose. They're a dynasty.
Yes. Guaranteed fucking dynasty. GOAT already. I don't care if he loses. Solidified GOAT.
Hall of Fame, whatever, yeah. But dynasty, like a lot of people saying you have to win to be a dynasty.
Yo, who makes this is one of these nonsense narratives. Yo, if you watch football, you know how hard it is to do what the fuck they're doing. The Cowboys haven't even made it past the first round, and when they make it past the first round, they celebrate like they won a fucking Super Bowl. What the fuck are we doing here talking shit about the Chiefs? The Chiefs are a solidified, guaranteed, bona fide fucking dynasty. Any team, any fan base would be praying and thanking God left and right if the Chiefs was their team. Okay, they're a guaranteed dynasty. They're nasty as fuck. We can't sit there and hate on them any fucking sense of the imagination. You know who we should hate on? The fucking Cowboys, who consistently think they're the face of the fucking NFL for 35 years when they haven't done shit the last 20 years. So I don't know who the fuck is creating these bullshit narratives. I'm going to assume it's Cowboy fans because they can fuck themselves talking shit. Okay? So I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying. The Chiefs are a guaranteed dynasty. You just have to be either dumb or a hater to think they're not a dynasty.
Yeah, they got haters. They got bear haters.
It's like saying the Warriors aren't a dynasty. Like, what? I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the Warriors are done, sure, but they're a dynasty. Like, they're gonna make a documentary about them in 20 years.
It's weird because in the NBA, it's like you need a three-peat to be considered a dynasty, or in NFL, actually, it has to be a repeat. No one's ever three-peated. But like, you know what I'm saying? There's like certain thresholds you almost have to pass to be qualify as a dynasty, and it's not the AFCs, it's not the Final Fours or whatever, right? It's always got to be a championship.
In football, dynasties. There's 2 dynasties that keep football going. Quarterback dynasties, team dynasties. Quarterback dynasties, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, okay? Those are quarterback dynasties. And they played for great teams, and some of them only won 1 Super Bowl. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers,
Can't be a dynasty, then. That's the point.
They have a quarterback dynasty, though. Like it's not like a dynasty in the same sense. It's not like a career the way you look at it in the NBA. In the NFL, those guys are like their own like aura. It's totally different than basketball. Like when you look at when you think of Packers, you think of Aaron Rodgers. You think of Brett Favre.
You're the face of the team.
Yeah, but it's different. It's completely different than basketball. Basketball is like predetermined on fucking championships. It's totally different. Point. Basketball is predetermined on championships. Football is not even. No, football is greatness because, like I said earlier, 50% of the time, bro, you're just watching your boy play and you're just praying for the best. Like, what can Aaron Rodgers do on defense? If his defense fucks up and he's had a killer game, 40 for 40, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, but the defense gives up 7 touchdowns, like, do you know what I'm saying? That's why football is so different. Like, players are the dynasty. Even coaches, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady are the dynasty of the Patriots, right? The team is still the dynasty, but I think players get that. I don't know what the word for it is. Like
aura, it's like an aura almost.
Yeah, like their own aura. Like you think of Brady. Like with the Warriors, you think of the Warriors. Of course, Curry's the best player, but you think of the Warriors. When you think of the Bulls, of course, Jordan. But everyone says the Bulls, the '98 Bulls. Like they don't say. But when you think of football, you go Tom Brady. Like, which is so weird. I don't know why our brains are wired like that, but I think it has to do with the fact because 50% of it in football is like really uncontrolled by the player. So even though he can have the nastiest game and you're like, holy fuck, that was sick, he can still lose. It's like, it's crazy. That's crazy.
But that's the thing. I think You're not changing the definition, but you have almost two definitions of dynasty: one for a player, one for a team. I think the one people are talking about is the team one. You know what I mean? So it's interesting because like if you lose, you're 2-4 in the Super Bowls, but in the last 5 years, I don't know if that's a dynasty. A dynasty to me feels like
it's dynasty.
to me feels like no one can touch you.
No one can
every
touch
year.
them.
You're right, but if they lose, someone just did.
No one in
right?
the history of football has touched them except for Tom Brady and the Patriots. No one's touching them, bro. That's just two. Like, okay, you're gonna go back to like the 70s or 80s. In modern time, like in the last 40 years, who's touched Tom Brady and
your boy?
and the Chiefs?
What's his name? Eli Manning.
Come on, man. Eli Manning. Eli Manning's is his own thing. That's Eli Manning is a perfect example. Yeah, when you think of championships, you never think of the Giants. I don't care what anyone says. You don't think of the Giants. You think of Eli Manning. You're like, Eli Manning beat Brady twice. You never say the Giants beat Brady twice. Ever. Even sports fans. You can look this up. Like when people talk, when they comment, when they're debating, when they're having fun, they say Eli beat Brady twice. They never say, oh, the Giants beat the Patriots 2 times. No one says that. But then when you look at basketball, no one, aside from LeBron and MJ and those 2 guys only, you always say, the Warriors slapped the Cavs that 1 year. Right? You say the Warriors. You never say Curry. Because in basketball, so many players can affect everything.
The impact. The impact's larger. I don't know because the quarterback impact. The quarterback
impact's bigger. Even though it's only 50% of the game, that 50% of football is bigger than any 50% any sport. Your quarterback is everything in football. Bro, it's just the way you're built, man. Like the quarterback, even the way you're built from a kid to the pros, you get treated better. You get all the girls. The coaches love you, right? Everyone looks up to you. You become like this leader. Like you're the quarterback, man. You look all right, guys. Like every movie's about you. It's all about the quarterback. So we have that. Like we're lucky to have. We had Brady, which was amazing to watch. We got Pat Mahomes, which is amazing to watch. And then you had all these other ones that were also amazing to watch. A-Rod, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. I'm sure there's so many that I'm missing off the top of my head. I'm just thinking of my era. Tony Romo, maybe.
Burrows is coming. Lamar is coming.
And exactly.
Allen's coming, yeah.
They're their own thing. It's like when you think of Lamar, yes, you think of the Ravens. But you really think of Lamar. When you think of the Bills, you don't really think of the Bills. You're thinking of Josh Allen. Like the quarterback is just so I don't know the word for it. They have that aura. It's amazing. That's why football is amazing because you're like, this quarterback can change our life. And even the players feel it too. Like you hear about some of the documentaries, they'll be like, man, we had Tom Brady. They left 3 minutes on that clock, but we knew we had Tom Brady.
That's sick.
They say that, right? Like it's like, it's crazy, man. Basketball too. LeBron and MJ have that. They're the only 2. And Kobe. Kobe. Yeah. But mainly LeBron and MJ, honestly. Sad to say. Unfortunately.
That's another episode. I put Kobe above a few people there, or one person there.
Wait, you put Kobe above one person there?
Yeah.
Above Jordan?
Yeah, 100%. But that's another pod.
No, you can't. You can't just drop these things.
We're at 58 minutes. I'm not going to spend 2 minutes saying it and give you no time to come back. No,
you just said
1,000%.
Kobe's over Jordan.
1,000%. Yeah, it's not even close in my opinion. And Jordan will tell you this guy worked his fucking ass off.
This guy's crazy, bro. You're just trying to get clicks.
Should I clip it?
We're just trying to get we're just trying to get clicks. This is clickbait.
I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, we'll do UFC next time when there's something to talk about. Probably. Wait, things coming up though. The Volk fight.
That's not this weekend, is it?
No, I think it's the weekend. I think it's All-Star weekend.
Super Bowl weekend, you mean?
No. The Volk fight's during the All-Star weekend, I think.
Really?
Super Bowl's this weekend. Yeah, I think Super Bowl's this
next
Sunday.
Weekend, bro.
Super Bowl?
I've been in Brazil. My times are off.
Super Bowl's this weekend.
Is it?
Good? It's the 11th. Today's the 8th, bro.
Bro, it tells you my brain and I've been traveling.
This guy's head's in the clouds.
All the people talking shit that say I live in my mom's basement. That is just ridiculous. I almost want to
Someone said that?
So, I just want to talk shit back. I'm like, I'll just hold it back. Stay humble. Stay humble.
Yo, one guy made a jokes comment. He was like a virgin and a drug dealer. I'm like, who's the virgin, asshole?
I'm like, yo, this is what we do for fun. Remember this.
Yo,
This is not our
jokes.
job.
Yo, the second guy called me a drug dealer, so you're
It's
the
my
virgin.
job, you dickheads. But one day I'll shit on everyone for talking crap.
Nah, keep the comments going. It's fucking jokes.
Yeah,
Actually,
talk that shit. Just remember, all you people that talk shit, I banged your moms. Don't forget it.
Yo, on that one, we're gonna end episode 18. Stay tuned for next week. Peace.
All right, can I turn? Holy, bro, looking at one camera.
That was good. Yo, it's better because the other way you look like you're on FaceTime.
It's so hard.